I love my wife. She's my Valentine. She's awesome. We have 4 wonderful kids. I'll tell you a little bit about them maybe as the show goes on. And I knew early on in marriage, I was in a little bit of trouble with her. I told her one day, I said, baby, you are so fine, and she's still fine. I wish it wasn't this way, but when I kiss my wife, I still get an involuntary shiver, and she sees it. I try to train my body not to do that. I shiver like that, and it gives her the satisfaction. But she knows she still got me after all these years. I told her one day, we were newlyweds, we were married about 3 or 4 weeks. I said, baby, you are so beautiful to me all the time. In the morning, with makeup, without makeup, formal wear, bathing suit, sackcloth, ashes, and a potato sack. It wouldn't matter. You are gorgeous. Honey, when do I look handsome to you? I knew I was in trouble when it took that girl a long time to come up with something. Like a homeless person, here's $1. Go, go, go. She finally said, I don't know, maybe when you're on the platform wearing a suit. This is a true story. In this show, if I say true, take it to the bank. If I don't say true, it could go either way. It's in comedy. So this is a true story. I got an idea. She thinks I'm handsome when I have a suit on. So that night, when she went in to do whatever young married ladies do with the makeup and the moisturizer and the vaporizer and all that stuff, I went into my closet. I got one of the 3 suits that I own. 2 of them were from the Goodwill, and one of them I had paid cash money for. I put that suit on, a handkerchief, dress socks up to my knees, dress shoes, a tie, and a jacket. And I got under the bedspread in Miami, Florida in August. She was in there so long. See, she doesn't like this joke either. It just seemed like forever. I don't know what she's doing in there. I mean, newlyweds with the creams, and I know she's taking off prosthetics, dentures, and wigs. I don't know what she was doing in there. But all that makeup stuff. And she finally came out, and she had a burden on her heart. Never even looked at me. Got under the bedspread, never even looked at me. We had different burdens that night. And she had a burden for a lady who was in the youth group, and I still remember the young girl's name. Her name was Janet, and she was depressed. The longer she talked about it, the more depressed I got. She still hadn't looked at me. Finally, I'm just trying to steer the conversation. I'm talking to her, and she's just talking on and on and on and on and on. And I felt a sweat at my hairline. That's where it started. But back then it was right here. That's where it started, right there. And I'm just trying to move the conversation along, and then I feel rivers coming from here, the Tigris and the Euphrates coming down through, Oh, when I felt my suit pants sweated to my legs, I sweat through my dress shoes, y'all. Finally, I thought I was going to hyperventilate. I got up on my left elbow, and I looked at her. Now, imagine it's a full moon coming through the slats, those big slat blinds, on the 3rd floor. The room is filled with light. This is the first time she's seen me in 25 minutes. And I prop up after 3 weeks of marriage on my left elbow. Ta-da! She couldn't have looked more horrified if I was wearing clown makeup and holding a butcher knife. I'm telling you, she jumped out of bed and said, what's wrong with you? Who are you? Who did I marry? See, things didn't work out the way I had envisioned that night. That's how it goes in marriage sometimes. Without a vision, people perish. I perished with a vision and in the vision. I found out the couch wasn't that bad that night. It was all right, I didn't really sleep on the couch, but